guys, it's Crabby Chaos Coordinator and welcome to 2025. It's a new year, a blank slate full of possibilities. And if you want to make the most of it, this is the video series for you. I'm going to be sharing my cheat codes to help you build a more productive and organized life starting today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Cheat code number 1, ditch traditional New Year's resolutions. Let's face it, we've all made them, but how often have we actually stuck with them for longer than a month into the new year? So instead of doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, we'll work on creating systems and processes you'll actually implement. Cheat code number 2, the weekly planning session. If you want to be more productive and organized, you'll need to carve out some time for planning. So grab your coffee, some fun pens and paper, and find a comfy spot to spend a half an hour making sure that you and your household are set up for a successful week ahead. First, plan your meals. I won't go into detail here on how to do this, but I will link my previous videos on this topic. And let me acknowledge here, I realize how hard it is to carve out time to do these things. I'm also a mom and I work full-time outside the home, so I definitely get it. But even 30 to 45 minutes each week will take so much stress off your shoulders. I promise it's worth it. Now that your meals are lined up, go ahead and make your meal prep list as well. The meal prep list allows you to not only be ahead on your meal plan, but it also allows you to engage your family's help as well. And I'll go ahead and link a video that I've done on meal prep before if you'd like to learn more. If you need to restock items, especially fresh items, go ahead and make your grocery list now or get your order placed. I hadn't done a proper grocery shop in a couple of weeks, so it was definitely time for me to do this here. And here's a bonus cheat code for you. Notice while I'm making my list that I'm referring to pictures on my phone. That's because I'm lazy and I take pictures of our pantry so I can do the inventory and list from my comfy chair rather than standing in the pantry. Then I have no excuses to get the items we need and skip the things we don't. Next, write out the schedule for your week. Include any family or kids events, appointments, or any other obligations you might have. And you'll also want to write out your to-dos for the week. So you could prioritize things or assign them to days of the week if you want, but it's not necessary. It's just completely up to you. The biggest thing is to make sure you get it out of your head and onto paper. Which leads me to cheat code number 3, which is to write it down. It is so important to get things out of our heads. And while some of us prefer a digital format, myself included, there are actually studies showing that when we physically write things down on paper versus typing on a keyboard or phone, our brain makes different connections, and those connections can allow us to remember things better. But if you're not a writer, that's okay too. At least get your to-dos and obligations out of your head. That's the main thing. And the last thing you're going to want to touch on during your planning session is your quarterly goals. What is your status towards those goals? But we'll talk more about that in the next video. For now, those are the first 3 cheat codes to having a more organized and productive 2025. I hope you guys will stay tuned for the next video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.